Hello there. Hola. Today, I'd like to talk to you about two news that President AMLO spoke about this morning during his press conference. Well, the first one was about the passing of the expenditure law by the Mexican Senate, and that there's a good step because it's the first part of approving the budget for next year, 2022. And so the budget, the law allows it to continue. And then, of course, it includes all the requests and all the proposals that President AMLO is considering for continuing with all his programs. Okay, so for the second news, let me start from here. Let's see.
La de ayer. Y la otra buena noticia, esto es para presumirles un poquito.
And the second good news, he says, although it's not really fresh news, but it's good for you, for people to get to hear this.
Porque ya se dio a conocer, pero así muy a regañadientes.
Because this news was already released, but they really didn't want people to know.
Un periódico que es como el Reforma.
There's a newspaper that is like the Reforma. The Reforma is an opposition newspaper. They are notorious for producing fake news, continuing them, expanding or giving fake news a platform.
Que se llama el Financial Times, ¿no?
And the name of this paper is Financial Times.
Así como el Reforma. Ya reconoce que pobremente estamos en segundo lugar.
So this newspaper that is just like Reforma, they had to acknowledge that his presidency is on the second place, rated second place worldwide.
Tenemos medalla de plata.
So we have a silver medal.
El gobierno de México.
The government of Mexico.
Nada más nos está ganando el presidente de la India. Miren.
So the only other country that is above us is the president of India.
No lo puedes ampliar así, grandotote, grandotote.
He's talking to his assistant. Can you make it bigger? I want it to be really big.
Esto es para el archivo de vanidades.
For our archive of vanities.
Van a decir nuestros adversarios, es un ególatra.
So his adversaries would say, oh, he's such an egocentric.
Pero es que para nuestros adversarios, los de arriba, los fifís, un periódico como este.
It is simply because for our adversaries, those people who are well off, a newspaper like this, Financial Times,
lo consideran como la Biblia.
They think of it as the Bible.
Cuando tampoco es la panacea.
When in reality it's not a panacea.
Pero ellos sí, el Financial Times, el New York Times.
But yes, for them, the Financial Times, the New York Times,
el Wall Street Journal,
the Wall Street Journal,
el Washington Post,
the Washington Post, I'm sorry, I think I didn't click the button.
Y sí, el Reforma.
And yes, it's just like
Pues
Reforma.
miren, estamos
Look,
en segundo lugar.
second place,
Ahí está.
there.
Y esto lo subrayo porque no es mi persona, es la confianza de la gente. Y es
And I highlight this because this is not about me, or this is not just me. This is the people trusting me. And he's talking about Mexican people trusting him.
para orgullo de México.
So this is
Nuestro
something to
país
be proud of in Mexico.
está bien calificado en el mundo.
So we are, Mexico is rated really high around the world.
Y es un orgullo ser mexicano.
And it's, and you should be proud to feel that you are Mexican. Let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, so that was it. Sorry. That was it. Okay, let me just finish here. Sorry, little trouble there. Okay, so yes, I wanted to emphasize this because yes, there are many newspapers around the world that are presenting a different idea of what's happening in Mexico. I mean, they are representing other interests. They're not speaking from what people in Mexico say or think. Or I'm talking about the majority of people in Mexico. Of course, there would be people who oppose AMLO's policies, or even who dislike him personally. But most of the people think that this is an opportunity to make changes that are needed in the country. And this is reflected in a survey that international consultants released. I mean, you saw there President Modi from India, President Merkel, President Biden. They were there about the top. So I mean, to some extent, you can trust that there is some reality into what they say. But placing President AMLO high, it's not something that President AMLO would pay for. I mean, that's exactly the opposite. He would not pay a newspaper to put his name up the ranks of the list. He would never do that. And that's exactly what he criticizes. Exactly, and that would, of course, be expensive, but he doesn't want to do that. And that's exactly where many newspapers are attacking him, because President AMLO does not spend money on favorable publicity. So this is the news today.